dignitaries on and off the dais, distinguished delegates, members of Kerala Management Association, and my dear friends. It is indeed a pleasure to be with you at Kerala Management Association's Annual Conference 2026. KMA, as for nearly 7 decades, played a very pivotal role in shaping managerial excellence and leadership thinking in Kerala. The theme of this conference, Transforming for Impact, is timely, especially in a world where change is constant and expectations are rising ever faster than before. Transformation today is no longer about incremental improvement. It's about relevance. It's about responsibility. And above all, it's about impact. When we speak of transformation in the airport services industry, we must move beyond traditional indicators such as passenger numbers or infrastructure scale. The airports today are far more than transit points. They are economic catalysts, digital frameworks, sustainability platforms which act as gateways that shape the first and last impressions of the region. Globally, air travel is rebounding and expanding at an accelerated pace. Airlines and airports are embracing digital innovations, sustainability imperatives, and data-driven operations to meet growing demand, enhance passenger experience, and reduce environmental impact. Moreover, airports around the world are investing in smart automation, real-time analytics, and contactless travel solutions. These efforts, in turn, improve operational efficiency and at the same time redefine travel expectations in the post-pandemic era. In this global context, Indian aviation story is truly remarkable. Indeed, India is on track to become world's third largest air passenger market after USA and China, and is expected to surpass Europe by the end of this decade. Consequently, passenger traffic, both domestic and international, has been growing robustly, with domestic carriers expanding rapidly and international connections multiplying. By 2026, passenger numbers in India are projected to reach nearly about 175 to 180 million annually, with domestic traffic alone growing by 7 to 10% in a year, reflecting resilient demand across metros and beyond. This impressive growth has not only driven fleet expansion but also generated significant economic impact. Aviation now distributes about big amount to our GDP, supports tourism, accelerates trade, and strengthens both national and global connectivity. To meet this surge in demand, Indian carriers are expanding their fleets at an unprecedented rate. Data shows total commercial aircraft in India crossing about 860 by late 2025, with projections estimating that this will rise to about 1,100 aircraft by 2027 and beyond that by 2030. Major Indian carriers have placed massive aircraft orders with global manufacturers. Indigo, India's largest airline, has placed orders for hundreds of aircrafts, including significant A320neo family orders and wide-body aircraft for international expansion. Air India is undergoing a massive fleet modernization with huge orders from Airbus and Boeing, and around 570 aircraft orders placed in 2023 and 24, and they'll be receiving their first custom Boeing 7879 Dreamliner by early 2026, alongside Airbus 3 A350s, and also retrofitting existing planes for improved passenger experience. Across the industry, analysts estimate combined Indian air fleet to be around 1,300 aircraft by 2030, underpinning long-term growth in capacity and connectivity. This fleet expansion clearly depicts India's rising role in global aviation stage, as carriers compete for newer routes, offer new services, and diversity to international markets. It is obvious that rapid fleet growth brings both opportunity and challenge. As industry expands, the demand for skilled professionals, especially the pilots, has surged. According to aviation experts, airlines such as Indigo, Air India will collectively need tens of thousands of pilots for the next decade to staff their fleets. with projections suggesting that Indigo alone may require more than 11,000 pilots and Air India another 5,800 pilots in coming years. This trend shows importance of expanding resources and also scaling training infrastructure, regulatory capacity, simulator access, and certification frameworks. There are areas where policy and industry must collaborate closely. Alongside pilots, there is a parallel demand for aircraft maintenance engineers, air traffic controllers, cabin crew, airport technologists, and safety professionals. This creates an entire system of talent needs that must be met for safe and efficient growth. As aviation continues to grow, so does the need for the strong oversight. Under the leadership of DGCA, the Director General of Civil Aviation, the regulatory framework is evolving new rules for duty time limitation, safety management systems, licensing, and training standards. At the same time, rapid growth tests institutional capacity. Industry reports indicate that despite adding staff, DGCA still faces challenge in scaling inspection and oversight functions to match this pace of expansion, an area that is crucial for maintaining safe operations as the complexity increases. Furthermore, industry has witnessed intense debates around pilot rostering, duty time rules, and operational resilience, especially following the episodes of flight cancellations that drew some kind of regulatory scrutiny and interventions. Clearly, the growth must always be accompanied by competence and preparedness with robust governance. At the heart of this aviation expansion lies infrastructure of the airport, the terminals, runways, cargo facilities, digital systems, and mobility linkages that connect cities, industries, and people. In India, the number of operational airports has grown dramatically over the past decade, more than doubling thanks to regional connectivity programs and new greenfield projects. Yet today, as I have mentioned before, airports are no longer about aircraft movements or passenger throughput. They are increasingly becoming innovation hubs, embracing sustainability, digitalization, and intelligent operations. Across India, 93 airports now operate entirely on green energy, reflecting the country's vision of carbon neutrality and clean power adoption. In Kerala, the plans to become carbon neutral by 2050 as part of government's long-term climate and renewable energy goals. Both globally and domestically, airports are investing in renewable energy integration, electric ground support equipment, EV charging, and carbon management systems, reducing greenhouse emissions while cutting operational costs. These efforts connect closely with the broader global goals set by organizations such as ICAO, that is International Civil Aviation Organization, which promotes net zero pathways and sustainable aviation fuels. Another defining trend in aviation is digital transformation. Industry reports show that airports and airlines worldwide are investing tens of billions of dollars in digital infrastructure, including biometrics, cloud systems, automation, real-time operations, and passenger identity management, all aimed at making travel seamless and secure. In India, initiatives like DigiYatra are revolutionizing passenger movements through airports, leveraging digital identities, touchless processes, and connected systems that reduce wait times and enhance safety. We at Cochin International Airport view transformation as a journey we undertake every single day. We are transforming by improving in the way we serve people, in the responsible practices we adopt, and in how we anticipate the needs of the future. As you all know, CIAL itself was born out of transformational thinking. As India's first public-private partnership airport, it demonstrated that collaboration between government, professionals, investors, and the public can deliver world-class infrastructure, and that too rooted in trust and transparency. It has now become a widely recognized model, showing how shared ownership can drive success. Over the years, we have focused strongly on the financial prudence and smart diversification. Sustainability, in our view, must first be economic before it can be social or environmental. In the financial year 2024-25, CIAL recorded a revenue of rupees 1,412 crores and a net profit of rupees 490 crore, while handling 11.2 million passengers and over 76,000 aircraft movements. These figures provide the strength and confidence to reinvest in the future-ready infrastructure and services. Transformation in the airport services industry is also about reimagining infrastructure as experience. Initiatives such as 0484 Aero Lounge and the Taj Cochin International Airport, along with major projects like International Terminal Expansion and the new MRO hangar, are now a part of a larger vision to build an integrated aviation cluster. Each initiative is designed to support tourism, trade, employment, which intends long-term regional growth. Equally important is digital transformation. Through initiatives such as CIAL 2.0 and implementation of DigiYatra, we are simplifying passenger journeys, improving efficiency, and reducing friction across airport processes. For us, technology is not about replacing people. It is about enabling better, faster, and more humane services. A truly efficient airport is the one where systems work seamlessly in the background while passengers experience comfort and clarity. One of the most defining aspects of CIAL's transformation has been our long-standing sustainability-driven approach. By becoming the world's first solar-powered airport with a 50-megawatt solar power plant, CIAL showed that environmental responsibility and operational scale can go hand in hand. We are now moving ahead with a green hydrogen project, once again placing CIAL at the forefront of green aviation and clean energy adoption. Through these efforts, we have learned that transformation with impact must be inclusive, measurable, and most importantly, purposeful. It must bring employees, partners, regulators, and communities together. It must be guided by strong governance and accountability. And it must ultimately benefit society and the environment, and not just balance sheets. In this context, I deeply appreciate KMAC's journey since 1957 as a forum that brings together corporate leaders, professionals, and institutions to exchange ideas and shape responsible leadership. As I said earlier, the theme Transforming for Impact reflects the need for organizations to change with purpose by creating values that extend beyond organization to a larger community. An airport is often the first and the last experience a visitor has of a place. How it functions reflects how seriously we take efficiency, hospitality, sustainability, and governance. At CIAL, transformation is ultimately about creating welcome and meaningful experiences for passengers, for partners, for stakeholders, last but not the least, for the people of Kerala. For Kerala and India, aviation represents more than mobility. It is a bridge to global commerce, a frontier for innovation, a generator for jobs, and a connector of cultures. For airport service leaders, policymakers and technologists and communities alike, the question is all about whether we'll shape aviation growth with insight, with readiness and responsibility. I congratulate Kerala Management Association for curating this important dialogue and wish Kerala Management Association's annual conference 2026 every success. Thank you so much.